Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome to your reading for the next 2 weeks. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and we're going to dive into your coffee cup, then tarot. And if you go on to enjoy this one, this is going to be a general reading. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you can multiply your energy. Let's dive in right away and see what's coming your way. I see there's a chunk of money falling out of your cup, but the timeline wise, it's not in the beginning. It's like in the middle of the timeline, maybe towards the end of the first week or beginning of the second week. You might even get this as an idea because it's falling right into your heart space, okay? This can be something that is going to inspire you, that you're going to take action right away, which will bring some income, or this can be something that you're going to be gifted, but it's not really clear how it's going to show up. But it's something that will really excite you. I feel the exciting energy here, okay? And another thing I see, let me see, there are pathways opening outside. There is one here, and kind of seems like there's a pregnant woman right there. The pregnant woman is the Empress energy. This can be a Libra or a Taurus, and I see here cow actually appearing. This can be a Taurus energy. The Empress symbolizes fertility, growth, and also planting your seeds, using your creative ideas very carefully, and them growing and giving back, turning back to you. And I see there's a feminine energy here. This can be even a Taurus, and there is also, I see a dragon's face. This can be a Taurus and Sagittarius energy because I interpret dragons as Sagittarius. And these two can be the aspects of a person. That's feminine person coming into your life. They are strong, grounded, but also adventurous and comes up with creative ideas, enthusiastic, excited. And they are opening up a pathway here. And now the path is closed to you. You are like on the doorway because they are building something probably. And the path might be opening within towards the end of the first week, it seems like here. And then when they open the path and they allow you to come in, you might do something together, and then that can manifest something in abundance, a source of abundance, okay? And I see here there's a legal paper in the beginning of the week, and this can be something in the mail, getting an approval, or if you have anything bothering you, that's actually coming up with a clean slate, a new paper, a clean paper. And I see above this, there's actually a man with a cloak, which is riding maybe even a hummingbird, or this is like bird with this thin beak, thin little beak. It's called, in my language, it's called mosquito bird, but it's actually very tiny little, and it can fit in small places. So this person is someone, and there's also a goose right here. Masculine figure coming towards you with a cloak can be someone who is knowledgeable about a certain subject. The cloak can symbolize this person's knowledge, and also their tool or the vehicle that they're using can be fitting to small places. Maybe someone drives a small car. It can be something like that. But also this can be someone who has an ability to fit in every environment. Maybe they are like intellect is so good that they're invited in every environment. And they're coming towards this goose here. The goose can be your side of the story. Maybe you're actually very protective, motherly, and or fatherly. You're taking care of your bunch, or even your baby can be your idea. This person is coming in, and their attitude, their approach to the situation, and them being, I feel like humbleness they might also have, is going to really convince you to this new endeavor, this new thing that you're stepping in. For this, some of you, this can be a romantic thing as well, but I don't see the romance. I see kind of a little rush thing here. You see the goose is like a little like stops on its tracks and just pulls back a little bit. So it can be something suddenly appearing in your life. Towards the end of the first week, again, I see here a clay pot forming, kind of like an old school. There is someone here wearing a hat with the mustache is growing, like a goatee, and this person is holding a broom in their hand. It can be even like looking like someone pulling someone backwards, okay? The pot can be something hot, something good but hot, and can be containing something hot in it. Can be a hot idea, but also something that is going to be damaging if you get too close to. And this person can be a fatherly figure, separate from the first one who's riding the bird, pulling you backwards, telling you maybe do not get too close yet. Okay, let it simmer, let it cool down, and then we're going to look into it. And then after that, you are passing the pot. There's another downward pathway, and then you're starting to climb upwards to reach to this destination here. Okay, so this can be maybe something which is not really ready yet. This can be an idea which is not ready. This can be something boiling in the pot, is a person actually becoming who they're supposed to be on their journey, and you want to get close to them, but they're not ready. They're still so hot and damaging. That's why their hotness can be their anger. Hotness can be their also avoidance. Maybe this person's avoiding you all the time. And the other person actually maybe just pulling you away to protect you. But their attitude might be even like matching the energy with the same type of energy. And recently I heard it somewhere, which is not the best way to approach a situation, because if you match the energy with the energy, then you lose your own authenticity because you reflect that other person's personality. So there's a conversation line happening here above all of that. So you might be acting above all of this situation rather than like being avoiding the situation or addressing the things. You might have a conversation with that person. Then when you're on a higher plane here and upside down, meaning like the Pisces, the hangman energy, with an enlightened attitude when you approach that, that's even bringing another different opportunity to your doorstep. Okay, and it doesn't even have to be related to each other, but it seems like you being your authentically yourself is going to really make a difference in your energy. It's going to attract the right people to you. It's going to attract the right situations to you. Okay, and I see afterwards there's like clean, smooth sailing energy. I see there is even, I kind of saw initially, I look at it, it's not exactly the same, kind of like a Buddha in the, you know, he sits in his throne and he has a halo around it. I literally see this one. It just flashed in my mind's eye, and this is above someone here drowning. Okay, kind of like drowning in maybe in the water, the mess that they created, or maybe it's something that you're going to be in the second week, you're going to fall into it. Now, okay, I see someone different here. I don't know if you guys can see. First, I saw the pregnant woman, the Empress, but now I see a man eyes here. He has like a small hat. This is the figure of the cup, but still kind of looks like his mouth, a little bit like an Asian vibe here, an emperor in that format. So it can also be not only a feminine figure, you might also have like a masculine figure in this mix that you're going to do things together. I see a letter C and A, E, and kind of looks like a number 5 or S here. This can be the names of these people. Let's get back to the person who's drowning. This can be your energy or somebody else's energy that they are actually getting in trouble towards the end of the second week. And what's happening to them is maybe you are concerned about this person. That's why they are showing up in your energy. Or you are the person that you do not have a solution to something showing up for you. The thing is, though, there's divine help. The Buddha, the peace, the alignment is right above you. So it can be something that mental powers is necessary here. Instead of seeing the problem, asking what the solution can be, can actually connect you with a higher power. The thing is, though, you might be wondering, why is the higher power so important? Because there's a way right where you are. There's a pathway right here. Okay, let's try to show it to you. This one right next to you. It's not 100% clear and visible, but it's right there. So instead of focusing on that where you are, think of it as like this is like a quicksand is pulling you, and there's a rope right next to you ready to pull you. Okay, and this can even be connecting to this person showing up in the beginning, that they have the rope, they're reaching out to you from the past, meaning maybe they're going to leave you with something that's going to be your rope to pull yourself out of that quicksand. Okay. And but when you are in the calm energy, you're going to be able to see it. When you're in the Buddha energy, you're going to be able to see it. And even if you're having hard time to get yourself into that mental state, you can do a meditation, you can read a book or related to, like, there's a lesson, there's a message for you in there. And maybe in this life story, you're going to find it. Something is in there that will really change things around for you. Okay. And before we get to that, though, I see there's a small hill that you're climbing up, and in between the hill, there is a rock stuck. There are two hills here. This kind of looks like a little mouse as well. The mouse usually symbolizes, it just really depends on where it is. If you're in a tight situation like that, mouse indicates shrinking back into your shell and like being small and not going overboard, okay, not being wasteful. And it seems like here, this is something, is a positive energy, because you see the snake is coming. And if you're too big and stuck in between some place, the snake can actually swallow the mouse. So if you need to, there's a big snake coming after you, if that's the case at this moment, and if you feel stuck, it's about like laying low and shrinking back. That can actually allow you to, there's another way that you can get out of there, which will help you get out of there. So if you, I mean, I'm having now like visualizing what can that be, or being the, we say it as a being the big person, but it can be actually walking away without making a fuss, okay? And so this can be a snake, someone who is actually being deceiving others, maybe turning others back, back to you, and sabotaging a situation, instead of going out there and fighting them, because it seems like you're not in the position to fight them at this moment. But the thing is, this doesn't mean that you're going to have an upper hand in the future. So there's a pathway right next to you. You don't have to dwell on their energy or try to fix anything or try to go after revenge or anything. I feel like karma is going to take care of the snake energy, because, you know, snake can eat its own tail as well. They can get confused, and it seems like the snake is going for something like that eventually. So all you need to do is just get out of the way. So let it take care of itself. Okay. If you're in that kind of a situation with someone or something, leave the situation quietly if you can. Or I feel like the lesson is about do not react. Okay. Do not react. If you can respond, that's okay. But overreaction can even put you in a place to defend yourself. But when you go out of there, get out of there, sun is shining here. There's a better something in the future. And this can even be divine alignment, is putting you in the right place. Okay, maybe that's pushing you out of that space so you can find what's really going to help you, what's really meant for you. I'm going to dive into your soul sign now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Yeah, the chunk of money coming, falling right into your heart. So that's what I feel. Maybe something else better, bigger is waiting for you. And you don't need to fight with the snake. And the snake is there to push you out of that space so you can go get that big, beautiful thing that is meant for you. I see there's your desires coming in the two tries. Actually, this can be like two different process, two steps that you need to take, two people that you need to call. Can indicate that some of you are kissing with someone here. This can indicate love. There's a second desire also coming smoothly. There's a passionate love in your heart space. You might not be manifesting love, but it seems like it's showing up here. Like, I never had this kind of like a clear picture. This is one person, this is another. They're like becoming one. There might be a soulmate relationship forming for some of you, okay? And this reading is intended for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Maybe your Venus is Scorpio, so it can be in your Venus sign that you're going to find something very passionate, that someone really loves you and desires to be with you. This is in your heart space, and that's also showing up here. I see someone though falling out here in your heart space again, and they're like there's even someone like looking with like jealousy here. You are probably letting someone else go, forgiving, or like just letting it go, just detaching from them. Maybe this is a past experience. As soon as you do, this is showing up. There's a shark here. The shark's mouth has something in it. If this is someone who's trying to take a bite off of you, they're not going to be able to do it. And because there's an above them, there's a bigger power preventing it to happen. Another thing I see here is like this person, you see there's like slanted eyes, and like the head is in the cloud. Basically, their head, like their brain is not inside of their head. I see there's a letter S here too. Let's leave it there. So this can be someone, you see the mouth a little bit grumpy, not really happy you being with this person, but this doesn't mean that they're in their right mind and they know what they're doing. So if you see someone, someone actually, I mean, I feel like this is even someone who's trying to send some evil eye energy, but there's a shield right next to you, okay? Like you're being protected. They're not going to be able to be effective. But if you get into conversation, this can be even a good friend of yours, but you see the head is in the cloud. They're not in their right mind. If their advice is not really, aligning with you and your truth, your authenticity, maybe you don't even need to dwell on that, okay? Because sometimes people tend to talk about the things they have no idea about, okay? Maybe they never had a decent relationship, but they give you advice about relationship. And when I was younger, I never considered that because I thought someone is my friend. If they're giving me advice, it's probably valuable, but I never looked at that picture that is this person never had a good relationship. Okay, maybe somebody's giving me advice about how to raise my child. Does this person never had a child? No. So why am I asking advice from them? Did this person ever change the diaper? No. So why am I asking them? So now I'm thinking that though. Back then I was like in my 20s. I didn't think about these things. So this can be that kind of a person, okay? Coming here, observing your life is getting better each day, each and every day, and they might want to put their 2 cents in it. But the thing is, when you look at them clearly, they might not really have maybe half of the things or the quarter of the things you already have in your life, okay? Let's get to your tarot now. We're going to start with your current situation. Ace of Swords here, breaking the chain. And the Ace of Swords here is actually kind of reminds me of the web weaving here, and this is a new idea. You might even get a new idea very soon with the Ace of Swords energy in this timeline. And I want to see what these are because every single card in this deck actually has mythology, a story. So I wonder what this knot is. It's just very strange to me. So Ace of Swords indicates a new idea, a creative approach to a situation, and also communication. So it's not only that you're going to come up with like a beautiful idea that's going to be inspiring you, but also this is the guardian knot. This is a Greek legend from Turkey. It's a Greek legend because Greece was actually like back in the day was a massive country, and it actually spread around kind of like a little bit part of the Middle East as well. And let's see, the Ace of Swords represents a sudden burst of inspiration, a new solution, a new way of thinking to break through a problem. Slicing through the guardian knot begins a campaign to conquer new lands. So there's a new idea coming up, current situation here, and I feel like this can be something maybe you want to have a solution about. It's been in a lock for a while that you didn't really come up with something, but the inspiration seems like showing up at this time. And what else we have here? King of Cups. King of Cups can be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. This can be your masculine aspect as well. It seems like here, when the idea comes, you're not going to be hesitating, okay? You're just going to take action towards it, and you're showing up as a sea dragon here too. So you're going to really achieve success. And I feel like some of you might be, even because the dragon symbolizes passion to me, this is something that you're going to be passionate about. It's not going to be like a 1 minute idea that you execute and you're done with it. This can even turn into a lifelong journey for you. Ace of Cups is new love, a romantic relationship, and this can also be having romance in your life. I interpret this in that sense as well, even though the cups usually indicate emotions, but it can also indicate that you are something that is healing you, something that is coming into your life that is really making you feel that love, passion in your heart, okay? And in the romantic sense, or it can be in a relationship, but also some can be something, an idea that you're going to pursue is going to get you to something that you would love to do. And past effects of that is the hermit. So you have been in your shell maybe for a while now, that you have been contemplating, learning, going back, looking at the life lessons, and maybe they're extremely helpful at this time for you in the past that you contemplated. Now it's time to pull those out of your tool belt and use them. Okay, that's how the past, maybe you were in a pause for a while, but it's going to be extremely useful now that experiences are going to be useful here. In the past, we have the Queen of Wands, passion, stability. This can be a fire energy, maybe someone that you had in your life, fiery personality, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, someone passionate about their life, established, stable, and you might pull some inspiration from this person, or this is someone really affected you. And maybe you didn't really pay attention at the time when they are giving you the advice, but it seems like it's going to affect your future and the present as well. Another thing here with this, I feel this can even be a mentor. The other day I was listening to one of the speeches of Maya Angelou, and she's amazing. She's amazing. I never knew her when she, like, we didn't meet face to face, I mean, but I follow her teaching, and I listen to her, like, speeches and stuff. Like, she has amazing inspiration on me, like effect on me. This can be something like that, someone like that as well, that actually going to pop up maybe from the past, because she's speaking to me from the past. Okay, all those speeches, all the books that she has written are the things of the past speaking to me. So it can be something like that also showing up. And another thing I have here, the Knight of Swords. This can be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, someone forward, truthful, trustworthy, a little bit blunt, fast to act, comes up with great ideas. And I feel like here, this can be an energy that you tapped in the past. There was a time in your life that you were really not only passion, there's a logic aspect to it here too. And those decisions were actually getting you amazing results. And you might be channeling that energy back into your life, okay, this timeline. Let's see the present, what you can do here. Four of Coins suggests that hold on to what you have for some time, because this is, I feel like, the material world. And I think it was Bob Proctor's teaching. I was listening to one of his books, and he says that everything is started in the mental mind first, and then it goes into your heart, becomes spiritual, and then it materializes in the 3D world. So seems like here, if you're planning to, if you have an idea and you want to jump into it right away and put it in the material world, this requires to be first go into the spiritual heart space first, okay? So Four of Coins is suggesting that first hold on to your pentacles, hold on to your coins, and but this doesn't mean that lock yourself in a box and close yourself to everything coming your way. This is actually an imbalanced situation, okay? It's maybe even being too loose with what you have, or giving or maybe holding on to what you have too much, okay? So this is coming as a suggestion. What you can do in the present moment, create that balance, create that maybe even trusting yourself that you're going to make the good decision, and then pursuing that good decisions. What we have here is the Condor's Wife. She says this is a tale from Aymara folk tale from Peru. The 4 coins represents greed and unwillingness to open up or share. Condor covets his wife who does not like his lifestyle or living with him. He recognizes her unhappiness but is willing to make changes or unwilling to make changes, set her free. So this can be indicative of hoarding, possession, financial stability, stinginess, and also like it has like an imbalance, maybe even spending money, material things on the stuff that is not really going to matter in 5 years. So it's about creating balance, not holding on to it too tightly, and also not giving away too freely. Just let the things to get into without before taking any material action. I feel like that's what the vibe that I'm getting. Let things to first of all go into your creating your mental mind, mental space, and then your spiritual space. Then let it to materialize. Okay, because I feel like this also has doubt in it. If you have doubt in it, you're not ready to execute it yet. And what else? We have the High Priestess. Your intuition will guide you. Your inner deep knowing, your knowledge is right there inside of you. Yeah, that's a spiritual plane. Dive into it. It is going to put you in the right places, connect you with the right people. Queen of Coins is actually someone who is, let me put some hearts on her. Resourceful. She has a lot of resources, self-resources. This doesn't mean she has to go out there and find connections, but she can if she wants to. So use your resources that are available to you at this moment and be loving towards what's coming your way instead of judging it, okay? Because everything is working out. Everything is happening for a good reason this time. What the future hold? Page of Swords, a new idea that you're going to be able to execute with calmness and with a brave attitude. You're going to take logical steps towards your desire, and this is going to be a beginning stage of something because it's the page, it's the beginner's energy, and you might be even learning something new along this journey, and this might require you to actually master your art as well. If you art is the term, general term that I'm using, can even be like accounting that you're doing at this time, which can be seen as an art form as well. Because back in the day, I remember that I had a dentist, and most dentists do not approach it that way, but she was actually seeing her work as an art form, that she was building something beautiful for humanity, because she was like so detailed, and when she was building all the teeth in the mouth. So it doesn't matter what you do, it's about how you see it, okay? And with that, you're going to be able to grow it and make it bigger, because you're going to see potential of growth in that field. Chariot indicates in the future, this is what's happening. There's going to be amazing progress, galloping towards a new future. And we have a lot of water here. Water and fish energy is a source of abundance of family, abundance of wealth, abundance of resources. And the Queen of Cups indicates love, and loving what you do, doing what you love, and attracting the loving energy into your life. And now we have your King of Cups and Queen of Cups. Some of you might know someone, but not really putting themselves into that category, or you're putting them into that category. But it seems like there's like some sparks are coming out of here. And we have the Ace of Cups too. So maybe you're ignoring it, or you don't want it, you think you don't want it, but there's new beginnings, some new exciting energy showing up here for you, okay? Now get to your oracle. I'm going to pull the angels and ancestors. We're going to see their guidance, how they're going to guide us this timeline. This, I mean, the collective, Scorpios, and maybe even whoever is listening to it. Okay, if you're cross-watching. Let's see. White. Okay, guys, this is actually the third time she shows up in the water signs. So even though I shuffled the deck, I feel like here, this is like the planet wants right now. Be in the light, be the white witch, eliminate environment, be positive. When something or someone comes your way, be patient with it, understanding. If you're in the traffic, you're feeling frustrated, instead of being frustrated, say that this happens for a good reason. I'm thankful, thank you. And go into the gratitude, because this can be, like I said, the planet maybe is asking for a lot of light and love from us. That's why it keeps showing up here. But this can also be the solution to everything at this timeline, okay? Maybe when you start seeing the light in everything, everything actually turns into light and becomes lighter, clear. The answers are revealed, the solutions show up. Let's see another one we have. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. We have Queen of Coins here. This is actually, I feel like, same energy. But it starts with enjoy the growth, okay, and reap the rewards. So you planted your seeds already, mental seeds, but yeah, you're continuing to plant your seeds. This time, every time you see, for this next 2 weeks, every time you see a little symbols and signs of growth in the seeds that you're planting, Enjoy the growth, celebrate them. It doesn't have to be massive celebration and popping champagnes every day. It doesn't have to mean that. Some people don't even like that. But whatever it is for you to celebrate, even like having a little dance in your living room, or going out, stepping on the earth, or preparing yourself a beautiful beverage you enjoy to celebrate it. Okay? First, enjoy the progress and little things, even the little things that are evolving. Celebrate them, and you're going to be able to reap the rewards afterwards, it seems like here. We have the mirror guardian also showing up. Take time to reflect with the hermit energy. So you're actually passing through that. But the thing is, though, it is showing up again, and this is also being the light energy. If something comes to you that you don't enjoy at that moment, or something happens that is not really aligned with your desire, this is suggesting that maybe it's time to again go into the hermit mode, because you know how to do that. Go into the hermit mode. Take your time, pause, connect and reflect, and see what is this inside of you, what fear is reflecting, what anger, if you have any, okay, it's reflecting. And that will be evolving. As soon as you look something in the eye, a problem, it starts to actually dissipate. And if it doesn't belong to you, it just disappears completely. Let's see. It doesn't belong to you, meaning maybe this is a fear that you're carrying from the past that belongs to somebody else. And if when you recognize it doesn't belong to you, it just actually loses power over you. Let's see your oracle. We're going to pull a crystal to charge your intentions. So if you have an intention, focus on that. Let's see how this intention can be materialized. Let's see which one this. This is actually Sugilite. You can take a picture of this. The writer of this card actually suggests that these crystals can be effective through the picture as well. And you can take a look at it every time you desire. Originality, forgiveness, unconditional love. This energy is heavy in your cards as well. This Sugilite helps anybody who has ever felt like they did not belong feel loved and supported. Vibrating violet rays of unconditional love, Sugilite brings light workers down to earth, opening them up to share their gifts while staying grounded on planet Earth. For overthinkers and warriors, Sugilite alleviates issues of the mind, allowing you to focus on what's truly important, living your truth. Sugilite facilitates forgiveness for those that have hurt you, including yourself. Open your heart to what's possible by letting go of all that no longer serves you. We have Virgo, Sagittarius, and Jupiter energy. Virgo is grounded in Sagittarius is passion, fire, and Jupiter, I don't have my notes here right now. I'm not really knowledgeable about the planets, but I thought this is Saturn right there that I saw first. So yeah, it can be also the Saturn's energy here. Let's pull your final card. This is our heart path. Let's see where your heart path is leading you. These are massive, by the way. It's too big for my hand, but it's okay. Swimming in duality, laying strong foundation. Duality is, I feel like duality is actually the Four of Pentacles energy. So now it is actually coming together. Four of Pentacles is seeing everything black and white. Okay, the outside is bad, inside is good, or that person is totally bad, that person is absolutely good. So you might be in that kind of energy right now in the present. It's about swimming in it and through it, okay, and not getting dwell on it, just get stuck in it, okay. So I feel like this is also explaining that too. While you're doing that, you're creating something amazing. Make sure that you are planting your seeds very carefully, laying a good foundation for yourself. And there's an oyster right in the middle. We see the pearls are coming out of it. So it's creating something amazing for you and very valuable for you right now. You're creating something amazing. If you're starting a new project or relocating, it's important that you wholeheartedly commit to the process. The highly transformative ability of oyster will assist you in the all changes you're going through. And what you thought was temporary might quite possibly be permanent, okay? So, but remember, trips aren't all necessarily taken physically. Some of the best journeys are taken in the mind and spirit. Listen only to the voice of your heart and see what surfaces. It is the only true reality and path to happiness. There's an affirmation here for you you can use. We have two fish. Fish is abundance and resources. I acknowledge my natural cycles and flow with their rhythms and pulses. Okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. And if you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.